Back in 2020, when the world was in a, well, not so great state, Nintendo released Animal Crossing New Horizons for the Nintendo Switch. A virtual getaway, it offered all the fun of previous titles in the series, but with a twist. Players built, customized, and furnished their own island. Over time, they could house different residents for a bustling community. Lo and behold, it was a massive success, selling nearly 49 million copies on the Switch 1. Even though support ended in November 2021, New Horizons is rising from the ashes on January 15, 2026, when it launches on the Nintendo Switch 2. On top of that, version 3.0 will be released for both Switch platforms, bringing tons of new content and features. So here are 15 things you should know before diving in. "4K in TV mode." Animal Crossing New Horizons finally makes the jump to 4K, showcasing your island, all its residents, and various happenings in crisp, higher resolution, while in TV mode, of course. However, it's still capped at 30 frames per second, whether you're playing docked or in handheld mode. Why? Well, there are many potential reasons why, but for now, if you're used to Switch 1 version's frame rate, you should be right at home. Mouse controls. On the bright side, there is mouse support with the right Joy-Con 2. You can finally decorate with all the freedom that a cursor allows, including dragging and selecting multiple items and moving them at once. Of course, that's only the start. Imagine making custom bulletin boards with the paint tools available, and even handwriting messages for all to see. 12-player online sessions. Ever been constrained by the arbitrary play limits on your island? Well, the Switch 2 edition is expanding on that, from 8 players per session to a whopping 12. That may not seem like much, at least for the regular island, but we'll get to that. And yet, there is something nice about having so many people just running around, admiring everything that you've built. Camera play. Of course, they don't just have to admire it through words. Thanks to game chat and camera play, you can see their actual expressions above their characters' heads. All for the low price of a Nintendo Switch Online subscription and the Switch 2 camera. Megaphone and Switch 2 mic support. When thinking about how else the Switch 2 version could leverage the console's many features, someone at Nintendo conceived of an ingenious addition: a megaphone that uses the built-in mic. If you've ever wanted to shout at your residents for whatever reason, well, this is finally your chance. Oh, and it also helps to easily locate them. Resort Hotel. All of the previously mentioned features are exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, but a free update version 3.0 will also be made available to Switch 1 players on the same day. It adds a brand new feature, the Resort Hotel, which welcomes guests from outside the island. You can help by decorating the guest rooms, selecting a theme, and then filling them with the corresponding furniture and items. If a guest enjoys their stay, they'll complement your design skills. Hotel tickets and souvenir. Of course, the real appeal is the hotel tickets, doled out by Captain for a job well done. These can then be exchanged at Graham's souvenir shop for new items, including hotel decorations, furniture, t-shirts, and much more. If you like a particular set of items and want to bring some of that resort comfort to your own home, this is quite literally the ticket. Crafting island goods for hotel tickets. Tom Nook is a wily one, so of course he wants to get involved in the hotel resort business. Fortunately, that only requires crafting island goods, including desks and wardrobes. Gathering the materials and crafting these bestows hotel tickets, so it's well worth taking up a few tasks. And for those who have spare materials lying around, this is the perfect place to spend them. Expanded home storage. So many new items added, not counting the thousands already available, storage problems are inevitable. Thankfully, version 3.0 lets you upgrade your home storage even further. You can go from 5,000 to 7,000 and eventually 9,000 slots for even more space. Better yet, it's possible to store trees, shrubs, and flowers, which pairs very well with another excellent new feature: Resetti service. So you've made a mess on your island and don't want to clean it up. Cue Resetti's new Reset service. which will tidy up a specified location. If there are flowers or custom designs in the location, you can choose to leave them alone, store them away, or get rid of them entirely. Alongside a single area, Rossetti's reset can also be applied to the beach and the entire island if you want to start from scratch. Slumber Islands. Dreams, as nifty as they were, could be a little too restrictive. In response, Nintendo is adding Slumber Islands, a blank space that becomes available while sleeping, which you can customize, including choosing small, medium, and large sizes, each with different layouts and arrangements. Terraform and decorate with any of your existing items. Adjust the time of day and weather, invite residents from your island, and even visit other players' Slumber Islands to collaborate. You can save up to 3 Slumber Islands, so decorate, build up, and tear down to your heart's content. Lego items and furniture. Remember when we mentioned tons of new items? That includes, for the first time, Lego items. You can purchase beds, fireplaces, sofas, tables, t-shirts, and even a Lego DIY workbench via Nook Shopping. Deck out your home in Lego-only items or mix and match with resort hotel furniture and existing items for a more unique look. Legend of Zelda and Splatoon collaboration. Even more items abound if you have Amiibo for The Legend of Zelda or Splatoon. The former includes the Triforce, Master Sword, and even outfits from across the series. You'll also see Tulin from Breath of the Wild visiting the island, and they can even settle down if you wish. As for Splatoon, a compatible Amiibo sees Cece and Vishay based on Shiver and Fry, visiting your island, and various items based on the franchise, including big man chairs, which isn't disturbing at all. Those can be purchased. $5 paid upgrade for Switch 1 owners. On the Nintendo Switch 2, Animal Crossing New Horizons will cost $64.99, which may seem like a strange price, but that's because those who own the Nintendo Switch 1 version can upgrade for $4.99, so the math checks out. Overall, even if you're not upgrading to the Switch 2, there's more than enough content in version 3.0 to warrant revisiting the island, reconnecting with old friends, and making some new ones along the way. And that'll be about it for this one. If you guys like what we're doing at Gaming Vault, please consider subscribing to our channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.